small group of art students from all year groups were invited to participate in a creative workshop. In preparation, we were asked to write 3 bullet points on what makes us unique based on our interests, passions, ambitions, and our character. The level at which everyone immersed themselves in the challenges was fantastic. We were first made to choose a photo from a wall covered in images that we thought summed up the bullet points we had written about previously. Based on this image and our bullet points, we were asked to write a haiku. After we'd written it, we folded it in such a way as it stood up and placed it on a large square tile. The workshop leaders then asked us one by one to stand up and read the small poem to the rest of the class. It turned out that everyone had beautifully presented their uniqueness in a thought-provoking and insightful way. It was a very brave thing to stand up and present this part of yourself to the group. But after everyone had finished, the feeling of anxiousness and nervousness had been replaced with feelings of calm, happiness, being brave, insightful and exposed. We were then moved into 3 small groups. Each of the groups were given a box with a special object inside it that was unique to our group. We were told that we had to describe the essence of the object, choose another object that reflects the first object, and finally, create a mark on paper that captures the essence of the object. This mark could be made with any of the materials provided for us. However, we weren't allowed to touch the tool that was making the mark. Capturing the essence of an inanimate object is a very difficult thing to do, and you have to look beyond the object and think about the thoughts that it provokes and the journey made to create it. The next part of the workshop was the longest and most challenging of all, making the mark. Each group had a clear idea of how they wanted to create their mark at the beginning, but we saw soon that this wasn't the best way of doing it, or we could expand on the idea and make it much more creative. Every group started to design unique ways of making marks, and various contraptions were seen scattered around the room. We found our method through trying and often failing, but sometimes succeeding. We learnt from the failure and built on its success, and we all found a unique way of making a mark that captured the essence of our initial object. The workshop opened all of our eyes to a new way of working. We were inspired by each other and the workshop leaders and even ourselves. We learnt to have an open mind about challenges that come our way, and that if something is scary or daunting and we face it head on, it's not so scary anymore. I think we all learnt something about ourselves and about each other. What I learnt above all is to look at things differently and creatively, because although there may be a clear solution to a problem at first, it may not necessarily be the best solution. And failing is never a bad thing if you learn from it.